Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today we'll do something absolutely crazy. We will play Counterspells in Standard, because if you are like me, you miss them so much. And you know what? It went better than I expected, and the result kinda blew my mind. Also, when we finally meet Cavern of Souls, we just Field of Ruin it. So guys, I hope you will have a great fun, as much fun as I had countering everything my opponent was doing. And if you are a true control mage, missing counterspells, do subscribe. This channel is your home. So have fun guys, and enjoy the games. Alright, again on the draw. Man, like we are mostly on the draw unfortunately, but we are still doing it. So, what are you? This can be such a huge difference, but we'll go with it. I really think you need to remedy your mana on the first turn if you can. That usually helps a lot. Alright, that's good. That's good stuff. Now we are starting to recover, and those counterspells suddenly, man, become insanely good. Nah. Did you miss saying nope to everything your opponent is doing? Because, oh boy, I did. I'm so happy. So we keep playing clans and try to go for Memory Deluge. I mean, I'm having a lot of fun right now. Oh, so much fun. We go with Mirrex. This way we can punish him for not playing anything relevant. And that's a Mondrak. Huh. Do we counter this one as well? He can make it indestructible probably at some point. I can also Otawara it, if I care. So this will be this is main card for the whole deck. It's probably a mistake, but I'm still doing it. Like, I just want my cool tokens, you know? This is pretty good. So, we take some damage and we force him to create as many tokens as possible, then we Sunfall, and hopefully we can Dissipate on top of it. That's, you know, the draft of the strategy for now. We will see how it goes. Oh boy, this will be I love this combo. I actually love this combo. But what would happen? So how many he gets? He gets 6, and this will be 12, so it's probably lethal, right? We could just counter it. I mean, we are not getting too much value. If I bounce it, yeah, I think we just counter it. It's not fancy, unfortunately, but I think it's good. And I think I made a small mistake. I could attack and just smite the Mondrak. Because I cannot block with this, but I could be attacking, and now he will beat up, so he will never block again. Never mind, I was the best player ever. See, just one draw is enough to change everything. And honestly, at this situation, I think it's just a damper. Because he might not... Like, he might create some tokens before attacking, and then the Emperor isn't as good. Eternal Wanderer. Alright then, that's a card. That is definitely a card. But we have the bird, don't forget the bird. Well, that would be great last turn. We could kill this Eternal Wanderer over a few turns if we bounce her at next end step and then we counter, but it's 8 mana. If we just go for this, I mean, how much is it really? 3 damage this turn. And potentially 4 or 3 damage next turn. And then we can counterspell maybe, but we won't have enough mana. Man, that's a hard choice. Yeah, I'm thinking like crazy, man. We could also put counter here and try to attack. That will mean they can trade. But then we cannot attack with the bird, right? So it's pretty bad. I think this is the best play. We also create map token.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
Do we attack face? Not sure. Not sure. I think we want to have a surprise factor for him. I mean, we are going for it. A random Sunfall appears. I don't think we need it. Not right now. Am I confident that we can play? This is a counterspell potentially. Man, I'm risking it. I'm doing it the hard way. They might have removal for the bird, that's a huge problem. But with this land, if we draw another land, we can protect it. And those double strikers won't matter, and they cannot counter the Sunfall, right? Let's protect Emperor. If they play something after the combat phase, we can always Sunfall right now. Please be nice to me. Please don't kill. Please don't kill. And no priority. That's very promising. I will attack first and see if I get the kill. That is super important. It feels like maybe I get, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's this Emperor. Alright, here comes the thing. Oh my god, we are going to damage? No. No. False hope. Or maybe. That was a roller coaster of an attack. But it's looking good so far. It is looking good so far. I mean the Bird of Doom, huh?
We've got the edge in this fight.
We can get the map token next turn. Like, I really need to keep countering his stuff because it's pretty strong. His stuff is pretty good. I guess the plussing doesn't do as much, but I think the bird can do a lot this game. And if he attacks, now we can go with Mirrex token as well. So no, pretty good stuff, pretty good stuff. 1 Mirrex token will definitely need to go. Let's go for blue mana so we don't need to tap it. And a whatever. Let's see. Only 2 mana open, that's probably not enough. And let's go with the map token here. So the bird is even better. Or maybe not. Or maybe not. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot of damage, man. Smite, see? We are above the Smite right now with the bird. And we want to use Mirrex token. He wants to keep racing. And we want to make sure that he cannot. Bro, can you chill? Can you please chill? Oh boy.
Let's clean up this
But that's interesting. If that's a creature, we are fine. Because then we Sunfall everything and kill her with the bird. And it's not. Of course it's not a creature. So this will be harder. We need to wait until a Ganjo flips, I guess. Alright, attack. That helps a little bit. Yeah, I should just wait until the end step. I'm focused on my voice cracks, alright, right now. If you aren't sure what's going on. Alright, so where we are in this game. Field of Ruin not doing much, but it still provides the mana, right? And we won't be able to use double mirror. Oh no, no, no. We don't probably need manual taps, but we still want them. There is no priority. Sunfall is okay. It's not the card we want, but it's the card that does something. Let's go to attackers. So I think we go like this. This can be bad if he has what? If he has another Smite. He's already highlighting cards. Man, it feels he might have it. How important it is to kill Elspeth this turn? What he's getting back? Nothing really. So he just lifelinks, that's 6 damage with lifelink. He's not wrong. If he has Smite, this is bad attack. Alright, let's make sure. Him highlighting cards kinda threw me off. So it might be a mistake, but we are going for 100% kill. And we still deal some damage and some poison. So I think it's kinda okay. That means no token. But this is the last moment when we can translate Reverie into a card. So I'm going for it. And now we can use map token on... Let's go for this one, so it's also a threat. Bro, chill out with the Sunfalls from the top. Like, that's enough. That's definitely enough. And we need to wait until this flips. So we probably don't want to get too much damage from this. Alright, that's fine. No artifact, right? So they don't get the token for damage. And the Bird of Doom is on the rampage. On the rampage. With all those map tokens. Like, this turn is easier. I tell you, man, this bird just does everything. Let's go Field of Ruin. Let's see the card. Maybe we accelerate our draw. I love it. I would absolutely love to draw it right now. Man, that would be a game changer. Man, oh man, please don't do anything like a Planeswalker for 6 mana that creates a lot of stuff. And we still create the token because that makes the Sunfall token better. I think we won, but I'm not sure what the cards are. I think we won. When we draw this Negate, that's extremely different. We're going with the Sunfall first. Oh, we need a lot of court mana. So I don't think we attack on this turn. We attack everything on the next turn. He has one draw. And I don't think he can do anything. He knows about this, by the way. So, yep. And that's probably it. And we can use all of our mana. Bruh. Still not tapped enough. He should wait. I would activate the token and he would get the Emperor. But as you can see, we can absolutely outvalue this kind of decks. So we are on the play, but our draw is really bad. We need to draw 2 lands in a row. We have 26, so the chance is decent and we have Get Lost to slow the game. I will try it, but I can see us absolutely failing here. It's all in the draws, man. Like, we need to be blessed by good draws and good shuffler, and I'm sure it will happen. See? Easy. The shuffler is my friend, and like, we and shuffler go, you know, long way back. See? He's just our best friend. Every day, absolutely, never happened anything different. Alright, so we will go either with the Emperor or Deluge, of course. I'm so happy I had this card. Man, I was thinking about Fateful Absence, and in this moment I do not regret taking this one at all. And that was a game-deciding situation. This is the best card of his deck against our deck. It's also early enough that we didn't hit our Counterspells, so we cannot use the usual way. Wedding Announcement is way more manageable. Sure, so let's fix our draw. Alright, so this will be a Ganjo. I think we go for this. Lands are important, especially when you have Memory Deluge in the graveyard. And this also helps with the mana, right? Doesn't help on this turn. If he attacks, we can use the Emperor. Oh, this is such telegraphed play. Like, he will definitely know. But we still should try it. I want to play Celestus when I still have 4 mana for the Emperor. Then this way we don't really lose the turn and we amplify. I guess on the next turn I could go with Memory Deluge if I did the Celestus play, but it's so like passive. Like, we won't be doing anything for like 2 turns straight. Sure. Oh no. No way, man. Are you serious? That's the second one already. Like, I needed him to not draw it instantly. Alright, he's not attacking, and of course we will play the Emperor to create some pressure. Do I Sunfall this? That's an interesting question. This could be a Sunfall turn, but I still think we go like this. Very bad draw.
May your blade strike true.
However, with this I think we have a chance to recover. I mean, he's not trading, right? He has the map token, so the trade on his turn will be better. I didn't double spell as well, so I'm not going into Celestus, like, you know, ability. Very scary. I need him to commit more into the board and keep Sunfalling. They will be very important later because they start the game until we hit Farewell. So we need to basically, you know, get the maximum value from this. And don't forget, if they over attack the Emperor, we can just play another one and go for the first strikers. This way we get very good value and we don't have to Sunfall, especially with a Ganjo. So 7 mana, a Ganjo and Memory Deluge. Alright, alright. I think we're pretty good in this game so far. I mean, like, our situation is pretty good so far. But it's definitely not at the winning point yet. And he has plenty of cards, he has 7 right now. Naturally, so he's committing to the board. Let's see if he wants to draw the card. Also, okay, he's going for maximum board. Perfect. That means a first Sunfall of the game. And man, that's huge. This is huge. And I'm going for it. It creates a bigger creature, and even if he can remove it, like, hitting him once doesn't really change it. Like, he can do it on the next turn. So this way at least we tax him a little bit, so he needs to, be mindful, and he isn't mindful. Alright, this is really important. Let's go for as much power as we can. Field of Ruin. So which one we want to cycle? A Ganjo. This is a good removal, and they will have creatures. And we can attack in the meantime. Field of Ruin doesn't do much. It kills the garden, but they have basics, so it doesn't really hurt them too much. Alright, so 4. So I think we still play a land, man. Let's see. I will just cycle a Ganjo if I get something better. And that was enough for our friend. He's at 10. We have 10-10 in the board. And Memory Deluge at the end step. Right, guys, we're on the draw. Not very good, but man, seeing this counterspell just makes me happy already. We're against mono black, sure. So Field of Ruin is probably not the best card ever for us. We'll go like this. Probably Sunset Reverie, right? Just to get rid of the toxic. So this seems to be Dimir toxic or Golgari toxic. I mean, sure. Alright, if we're on the play, this wouldn't exist, but we are a bad player, we are on the draw, so it means that we will have a lot of issues. So, the plan is to try to Sunfall them, I guess, as usually. And unfortunately, you can already see that it's so hard to play counterspells, because if you are on the draw, you basically have all your counterspells invalidated. They're going for the land, so that will slow them down. They can take any basic, they have chosen the black. So they have something that probably has double black cost, like Liliana or Shorted, or Geek's Command. I see, I see. Alright, how do we do it? I mean, this is less risky. And if this dies later, it doesn't die, it gets exiled. Which means that it doesn't trigger the proliferate. And if they have removal, like they do, we don't lose 2 creatures, we lose only 1, and we can block on the next turn. So we kind of got the best out of this, I think. Let's go like this, and now we keep up the counter spell. Hopefully it will hit something like a 4-drop. If not, we have to go Memory Deluge Sunfall and go from there. Mirrex probably quite important, because we will have to close the game at some point. Before, all the proliferate things will get us. Smart, smart. But it's basically the same as we blocked here. So I'll take it. That means he will get the corrupt mechanic, but I don't think those colors have very good ones. Orzhov has very good ones, like white color has a lot of impactful ones. Do we go with Mirrex? Our mana base is pretty solid. I will go like this. Simply because it suggests that maybe I'm not playing 4-drop and I'm just using Mirrex at the end step. We lose 1 colored mana, but I don't think we need it, so it shouldn't make any difference. And it gives our opponent illusion that he knows what's happening. Unfortunately, we will have to Smite probably. And that's a little bit, problematic. I definitely don't want to give him any poison counters for free. So we go like this. We try to counter whatever he does. And then on the next turn we Memory Deluge. It's also exile effect, so we got around Proliferate, that's very nice. And now he has no board pressure. Oh boy, we are getting there. And I think this was the turn. Right, that was a serious voice crack, man. Alright, so we have some frogs, and they can either create mana or just go with Death Touch. This will be awkward. I really like Memory Deluge, man. And Get Lost. I think we're winning super... Man, when you get those counter spells in the right spot, they feel absolutely amazing. Alright, so this will give him the mana for a 4-drop. I actually don't mind it, because that means I can make Dissipate and go Memory Deluge. So this is our preferred play. 6 mana. Oh, we don't... Okay, we have. Perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. Now he cannot attack, and now we can play Memory Deluge for insane advantage. So I don't think we need double Mirrex. If he has Field of Ruin, that will be a problem, but I hope he won't. Smite is very good, and Celestus is very nice as well. It also filters all the colorless mana from the turn, and gives us potentially 1 extra blue mana. Yeah, let's go like this. And I mean, every single turn, we're closer and closer to fixing it. I guess I shouldn't tap Mirrex here, because there is a chance he won't do anything, and I don't have to, you know, use the mana. Siphoner, Toxic. I think this will be a Sunfall then. We also have extra mana after this turn, so we can Sunfall into Counterspell, which is how you usually win games. And they don't have too much, you know, value every turn. Like, they cannot produce too much threats. Yeah, I could make a Mirrex token, so that was a little bit of my bet, but it won't matter. Yeah, that's better. Alright, is that a cut down? No, he can use one ramp and this to activate the Death Touch, so that was probably the priority. And we still have 4 mana, which is absolutely amazing. So this is the stage where we start to close the game. This will just get smited, so we don't care. Alright, and with Emperor we create way more pressure than with the token. Or with the, sorry, Mirrex token.
Keep watch for intruders.
I mean, we go like this.
Strike fast and strike
We go
hard.
Field of Ruin. Don't forget we have... Wow, man, those counterspells are so cool. I love counterspells so much. And when he blocks, we go with the Smite. I wonder if he tries to go for this poison thing. Countering short, it was pretty huge. So he wants it to die, so he gets the Proliferate. But I don't want him to get it. Even though it shouldn't make a huge difference, he's only at 3. So that's a long way to, you know, 10. But still, pretty good stuff, pretty good stuff. I guess if we didn't cast it, we would use Celestus. But like, our cards are really good, we don't need to cycle them. And we have answers to everything he can play, for like 2 turns probably. Yeah, with Mirrex you can negate even. You know what? This is cheaper. Like, this is just cheaper. And he doesn't want to waste his turn on activating, you know, the map tokens. And we get exactly the mana for this. So I mean, it's looking good. We have full hand of Counterspell. Man, I miss this feeling. Like, suddenly you know whatever he does, it won't matter. My hand is so good, I'm actually not cycling anything. If anything, that would be a negate, but he still probably he plays cards that aren't a creature. Alright, 1 turn, and we have triple Counterspell on this one. So, even though this make disappear felt very bad early game, later it just feels awesome. And that was all of his mana, and there is nothing he can do, and he was way way more behind than he thought. Alright, opponent goes first. We have the Smite, we have Jace. I think this might be losing hand, we will see. Very aggressive start, kinda, at least from the color side. Let's see what they play. Will it have haste? No, no haste, alright. But there's definitely a ramp. We could kill it, then they don't ramp, but I don't think it's great. I won't be drawing cards. Yeah, I think I need to make sure that Jace comes on the empty board, so we just get lost this. Here's the Dino. We go to end step in case he plays a land, and we kill it. It might be fight rigging deck, right? Not sure, but maybe. So this cannot attack yet, but if we -2, he can use the map, tokens. So I think what we really do is just keep the Jace alive for later and try to go into 5 mana. Then we Sunfall and go from there. Alright, 1 counter. Make Dissipate a little bit late. Pretty good, but late. If I play this, I get the card. And double blockers, that's huge. So we are guaranteed to Sunfall on the next turn. And they could pump it, but it's not very good. I still think we want the card. No. They have fight rigging probably. So we go for the Hammer's card. Even though we block the card, they won't be able to activate the fight rigging. And I don't see a dinosaur deck, so that's probably the only reason to play this card. Like, because it's so overstated. Or maybe he just plays dinosaurs, I guess, and he can fight one of the creatures. Jace won't die, that's important. And it's only 2 loyalty, at cost of everything, basically. So, still worth it. Still worth it. And I honestly think that it might be just worth it to go for -2. He can have another haste one, but he didn't play them on turn 2. What? A random negate? Cause why not? Cause why not? And the Jace did it again. We won once again. And yeah, man, that was really close. So we are on the draw, but we have very good Smite draws. So, I mean, it kinda evens out a little bit. So we definitely start with the Plains. It's probably a Traxa deck, it seems, but not fully sure. We will see. Like, Band has some nice abilities, like Paragon, this kind of stuff, but I'm not sure. Alright, it explores. I mean, that's a creature. That is a creature. I would love to have this on turn 1. Our opponent played the land, and we'll see what happens. So he can only play 2-drop. I would prefer to get rid of this, I guess. It's just a 1/1. No, not on this turn. I'll take 1 damage. Because he can play a 2-drop, and that will be a problem. Huh. This is so weird, man. I have nothing to kill and nothing to counter. And he has... Oh my god, what's going on? I just realized what is going on. So he has 2/2 here, so this will be a Smite into make Dissipate turn. So we keep this 1-drop, and we kill this bigger 1-drop. And I think the Counterspells will be super important for this one. Alright. We definitely go with Anchorage on this turn. This will fix later part of the game. It also gives us double blue, because on the next turn make Dissipate might not be enough. Even on this turn it might not be enough. So no, we need to be careful about it. Alright. And now we probably go with Mirrex. Well, they use white mana. They seem to be using all of the mana. So Field of Ruin is not the worst, but we still go with Mirrex. I think it's a little bit better. Alright, let's see. Let's see how it goes. We're not drawing perfectly so far, but still. So they want us to go for the bird. I mean, I don't need to go for the bird. I can just raise them with Mirrex. And let's see if they play something with Flash. We have answers around Counterspells, so I think it should be fine. Alright, first attack. I mean, we will raise them at this rate. So they need to put something into the board. So this is 3 mana. I want extra mana so I can go for Disappear on top of Mirrex. So that's pretty important stuff. If we fear Blast Zone, we just play Field of Ruin and kill it. But right now I don't think it makes too much difference. I'm not sure what our opponent is doing. It definitely feels like a Paragon deck. I think this could be something with plants, like some Reclamation for 4 mana is there, I think, right? And all the lands come back into the game. So I think we need our Counterspells ready, because something very, very bad can happen during this game. Those are converted mana cost 0, so pretty good stuff. This is the Anchorage turn, so we have triple mana for blue, so we can go double Counterspell on the next turn. I think we should smite this. In all honesty, I think we should smite it. This means that I probably missed this one land, and we cannot Mirrex and Counterspell. But I still think it's okay. We have Get Lost against anything else, and I want to keep the pressure because you can see that he's feeling it. He is feeling it. And this doesn't really change much so far. He's using the Blast Zone, but it doesn't do anything. Man, he really likes those 1-drops, huh? I'll be honest, I have no idea what he's doing. I think this is some weird combo land deck, because he definitely wants to fill his graveyard with a lot of lands, and I don't think that's a coincidence. I also don't think the big things will come at flash speed. I might be wrong, but I'll risk it. Let's start with the Field of Ruins. Shall we? Alright. And I mean, right now we won't kill this. We can just trade for one of the tokens. And you can see that this Mirrex is definitely doing work. Trading against cards, pure mana against cards. This gives us card advantage in this way. I mean, you can, but what are you going to kill? Of course, he's going for the Emperor and Jace mana, which is smart. Sure. My friend, I have limitless of those. That's not a correct sentence, but at least you get the idea. And down to 4 cards. We have double Counterspell, one of them can be casualtied. So if he plays anything more than 4 mana, we can absolutely counter it. Right, and it seems our opponent main phase this, right, if I'm not mistaken. I will go with Field of Ruin mana, and we definitely want to dissipate it. So this seems to be a control with 1-drops, and exiling this card is insanely important. Let's see if he wants to pressure us. Doesn't feel like it, and that's really bad for him, because that was the turn he needs the pressure. And if he's playing a control deck, Mirrex absolutely destroys him, and he has no way of trading against all of those tokens. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the Counterspell galore, because man, I truly miss those cards so much. Whenever your opponent has a top deck and you have a Dissipate in your hand, it feels like the sweetest victory ever. When we can get to this 2-3 mana and we have, you know, empty board, this is where the game feels absolutely amazing. And the stats, you wanted to see the stats, right? And man, they are really nice today. I mean, we went 5-0, and look at all those numbers. Like, it just looks perfect. And I want to point out that we were 4 times on the draw, so it's actually like the worst case scenario. Of course, if you meet every time mono red on the play, you will lose with literally every deck in standard, including other mono red. Like, yes, if you have mono red mirror, the guy that is on the play is heavily favored. So I mean, I didn't make the deck, don't ask me. That's how it is. So I really hope you enjoyed the video and all the games. I think we're a little bit lucky, so to be honest, of course, if we play more games, it should drop with around 50% probably, maybe 57 if we are lucky, but I really enjoyed it. If you are a true control mage, this is what you need in your life. So I think you will have a great fun with this one and just countering your opponent's spells. And when you see mono red, like, you either are lucky with Smite, Reveries, Emperor Sunfall, or you just lose the game as always. We have a lot of tools against aggro still, so I think it should be like legit matchup. You know, as always, it will be fully luck based. You need to draw correct cards for first 5 turns and then you win. So I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for being here, thank you for watching, guys. Tell me in the comments how you miss Counterspells, if I'm the only one or maybe not the only one. And to be fair, I didn't see a single Cavern of Souls. Our full strategy was Field of Ruin, trying to kill the Cavern of Souls so we can unleash the Counterspells. But in reality, nobody played them, and this is kinda my experience. Like, it happens quite a lot, but very often it doesn't, and your opponent needs to hit it on first 3 turns as well, so even if they play 4, some of the games they just won't draw them, and even if they do, you can always try to cycle with Celestus, or just try to hit the second creature that doesn't have Cavern of Souls, or just Field of Ruin it so you unlock the Make Disappear as soon as possible. So yeah, that's it, see you tomorrow, and thank you for watching.